Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Elizibar, and we're going to talk about Aquaman 100-page giant number one. Um, I was sitting here trying to think, like, which one of these books had the Aquaman stories in it before this? Was it the Flash Giant? No, that had Captain Marvel. It wasn't the Superman Giant, that had the Terrifics. Batman one had like Batgirl in the back. Wonder Woman? It was Wonder Woman, wasn't it? Maybe not. I don't remember. I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, he's got his own book now. And there's 5 stories in it. 2 of them are new, which I dig, and they're very satisfying. The first story is just a straight up action story. I'm not going to show too much of it because I don't want to like show you all the best parts, but it is pretty good. The story is exactly what it sets out to be. There's maybe a little too much like talking and pontificating in it, and Aquaman has this weird "I'm trying to save you from yourself, Black Manta" kind of thing going on, which I always think is kind of dumb. The story itself, like it's paced well, it's drawn well. I dug it. There's a lot to like about this story. It's simple, straightforward, and pretty cool. Yeah. Second story is also pretty simple and straightforward. Aquaman is being hunted by some bad dudes here who work for somebody. Who knows? I don't really care at this point. If I had done this review like right after I read the book, I probably could have told you, but it doesn't matter. It's just these cool dudes in these cool suits of power armor. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? I certainly dug it. They totally mock Aquaman's like fish talking power by dynamiting the reef stuff. Like it's just fun. The villains have like a real good evil plan. Like, gosh, I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not going to tell you more. But the story is fast paced, well written. It looks good. I think the writing was by Marv Wolfman. Then we get to the actual like Aquaman story in the book, and you know what the best part is? Black Manta in prison, killing the guy from the Suicide Squad program. Went to talk to him before Amanda Waller got there. This is the best part of this story. Other than that, it's like Aquaman and Orm talking about stuff, and it's all pretty trite and meaningless because it's the same conversation that these characters have had what seems like a millionth times. Millionth times? A million times? Whatever. They've had that conversation before. It's like, you're going to destroy the surface world. No, brother. But if I did, I would have done it already. You know, like, it's like, who cares? Let's see. Something else interesting in this I wanted to show. No, I don't really think there was, except for the very last page, because the deep sea fisherman just looked. Anyway, moving on. That story's okay. So we got like one I liked. One I like. I liked the first 2 stories a lot. So we're gonna chalk this up as a good and a good. Chalk up the actual Aquaman reprint story as a yeah, it's all right. It looks pretty. I just didn't care for it because nothing really happens in it except for Black Manta killing a guy. Have Aquaman punch somebody. Hold on. Do a dramatic reenactment. Bad guy. Let me put the cap back on this pen so I don't accidentally. Here's a good guy. We're fighting. We're fighting. Wow, that's a more compelling story than that Aquaman story. If it didn't look good, if the dialogue itself wasn't pretty good, I'd be way harder on it than I'm being right now. All right, then we get this Mara story, and I was braced to not like it, but Ocean Master, Orm, whatever you want to call him here, his relationship with his family he's living with absolutely steals the book. It really does. This is some genuine stuff. Hold on, let me just cut to the end. I just want to show like the part where he's getting ready to leave. Look at the look on his face, man. He's out there. They're playing in the rain or whatever. Look at that. That pain. You don't even need the Orm silhouette there. I mean, it's there for dramatic purposes, but it doesn't matter. This is what matters. Look at this. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. That's all I'm going to say right there. Otherwise, Mara gets attacked by some like E-list villain I've never heard of. apparently like a Batman villain or something. It doesn't matter. The Justice League apprehends him, and she's busy trying to figure out how to make life between the surface world and the ocean work. And da 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 da. Done. It was pretty good. The Ocean Master stuff absolutely took me completely by surprise that would even be there. I've never read that. Like I don't know what's going on in the stories or comic book or whatever. So that was a big surprise to me, and it was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I was pleasantly surprised. Then we got this Teen Titans story here. God, their base is so ludicrous. It's absolutely ludicrous. And uh, the best part of this book is the food. So Beast Boy's like, I made tofu for everybody, and look at it. It's like green and sickly, and ain't nobody want none of that. So pizza. Everybody's eating pizza, and there's jibber jabbering back and forth, and then there's a crisis. But the crisis is just some lady reporter shows up to interview him, and after the interview, she gets dragged underwater. That is kind of my second favorite part of this book. Check this out. Get his face. Get her face. What a contrast. Um, we also introduce Aqualad in here. We get like this really brutal info dump that's kind of boring about. The most interesting part is, of course, the mystery, where we don't actually get to learn anything about it because his mom's not going to tell us anything. And then immediately after his mom like stopped using water magic and stuff, and is like, I have a deep dark secret that I can't tell you. He goes on a date because I sure know. Like it's not even like he's going and grousing about his mom. He's grousing about his life stuff. Like I don't know. I don't know. Something about it doesn't quite ring super true to me. But he does show up there, and he shows up there just in time. I'm totally going to spoil the last page of the book because it is my favorite looking panel. Yeah, page of the book. It got me. I was real down on this story. I'm just kind of like, will something please happen in this story? Anything at all, please happen in this story. I don't care what. Here, let's do a dramatic reenactment. All right, we're gonna have a villain as it's gonna be a villain as Beast Boy understands villains. So pizza. All right, pizza is his villain according to this comic book. This is his arch nemesis. You eat pizza, Beast Boy hates you. That's what I've learned from reading that story. You got Gina with pizza for Mad Mori's pizza. I don't even know why I got sent one stickers. Doesn't matter. All right, so we got our villain established, and we have a hero. He's the statuette of Taru. All right, hey, cool alien dude. He's got a blaster. All right, so they're gonna battle. I'm the villain. I'm the villain. It is now a more exciting story we were given. I've used the same joke twice. That's how down I am on that. And I understand, just like a first issue or something. What was this? Like an issue number one where that came out of? Let's see. Aquaman, Aquaman 2 and 14. Okay. Mara, Queen of Atlantis 1. Teen Titans 16. Wait, we're basically getting an introduction, issue 16 of a series? Okay, I mean, sure. All right. I guess we can live with that. It's just the Teen Titans, the stuff they have going on, the back and forth between them all. There's nothing interesting there that you haven't seen already from the Teen Titans. No new dynamic, no new exploration. It's just Teen Titans are acting like the Teen Titans. And since there's no external anything happening to them, nothing cool happens. But anyway, so I get to the last page. I've already forgotten if I've even said this yet. That's how caught up in all this I got. I got to the last page, and I suddenly went from kind of lame to, oh my gosh, I got to read the next story. One, Jaws reference. Two, King Shark. I think that's King Shark. Looking super bad. Now, it's kind of ludicrous that he's even a threat to this team because the only two people here he can actually beat up is this kid and the green kid. Let's see. flying royalty that can shoot beams that are enough to actually hurt a Kryptonian versus him. Who is going to win that fight? Darkness powers, not really human, versus him. Going to win that fight. She'll just envelop him in like darkness forever, and he'll wither away and die. Guy who runs so fast, there's no way a big slow shark dude can hit him. But anyway, this is presenting us with a great situation for Aqualad to show up to the team. So we can actually get maybe something else going on in his character aside from the very superficial traits that he possesses. I want to understand the actual character. Like, there's a little bit of that in that scene where he's on his date with that guy, and he's like, wouldn't it be like great if we could just openly be who we are? That kind of longing is a good way to build a character. So maybe he'll get a chance to explore that after he saves the day and he introduces himself and he can start interacting with the Titans and introducing a different dynamic than the one that they exhibited in the 20 whatever pages of the comic book that they were in. One can hope. Anyway, this review has run super duper long. We'll see you all next time. This was fun. If you do the totals, let's see. Got a good action story, a good action story. I like both of those all right. I mean, I'm not saying they were like the best comic book stories I've ever read. They were action stories that didn't try to be in, but action stories. Good because of it. The Aquaman story is like a half. We'll kind of curl that finger but not extend it. Oh gosh. And then over here we've got Mara's story, which is fantastic. Then we got another half from the Titans story. That's a 4 out of 5. That ain't bad. $5 for 4 out of 5 stories. Like, you're lucky in comic book world. You pay $4 or $5 and you get half of the story you like these days. So pretty dope. I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching this with me. Take care of yourselves and all that good stuff. I hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye bye.